Hey guys, it's Dee. This is a quick video for Hideo the Fox and his question on how troops get divided up into squads. The first thing we're looking at here is in the game itself on the formations page. This is the basic lineup of what a cavalry phalanx looks like. And if you take a look at the pictures, one of the most important things you'll see here is that there are only ever 4 possible squads for each troop type. This comes into play when you're looking at single troop marches and which heroes you should send, but we'll get to that in a couple of minutes. The first question is, how would 250,000 troops get divided up into a cavalry phalanx if we were sending 100,000 ranged and 150,000 cavalry? Now I've gone ahead and drawn up what it would look like if those troops were sent out. And as you can see here, 150,000 cavalry troops would be split into 4 boxes each here. The troops get divided evenly between each of the 4 squads. There's no squad that has more troops than the other unless it's an odd number, in which case it's like 1 off, and that's not really significant for this study. And I've gone ahead and done the same thing with the ranged troops. There are 100,000 each, and splitting it up into 4 groups means that there are 25,000 ranged troops in each of these squads. Now with squad leaders, he asked for 3 cavalry heroes and 2 ranged heroes. So you would see the 3 cavalry heroes each taking one of these cavalry squads and one of the cavalry squads at random being left without a squad leader. Even without a leader, it still is its own squad and will still go into combat normally and attack. There would be 2 ranged heroes, so there would be 1 ranged hero in each of the squads, and then the 2 extra ranged squads without a hero would again participate in combat in the same manner, just without a squad leader, to do the extra damage, which you see depending on its color tier. And that's basically what it looks like. A few things that you could go into from here would be what tier the troops are. So in phalanxes, the troops line up within the squad in troop tier order. So you would see Tier 1 troops would be lining up in the front line here, and Tier 2 troops would line up here, Tier 3 troops here, and Tier 4 in the back, and so forth. This is important when you're looking at how troops are dealt damage, because sometimes people send lower tier troops in the front as quote-unquote meat shields, and these troops get dealt the damage while the stronger troops in the back can deal more damage. In this way you can mitigate some of the losses and sustain more troops long term, because you don't have to worry about your high tier troops being killed off or wounded. In wedge formation, this is not true. They do not line up in tier order. They're actually mixed order, so you'll see damage being dealt to troops of all different tiers. So your tier 4 can take damage even while you still have tier 3, tier 2, tier 1 alive. And the only other thing to note is that in single troop type combat, because you can only have 4 squads of each troop type, you will only see 4 squad leaders being assigned to each of these squads. A lot of people say, hey, when I send 5 ranged leaders or 5 cavalry leaders, one of them is sitting in the back doing nothing. Why is that? That's because it's not possible for them to have a 5th squad to command. Some people ask if they should, be sending an extra army boost hero, and that's usually what I recommend. Is sending an army boost hero of a different type, because if, for example, you're doing a full range blast, you send 4 of your best ranged heroes, you can also send a hero like Rose Knight, who can give you extra 20% army attack. The logistic bonuses on heroes apply whether they are squad leaders or not. So you can send you can send Rose Knight into combat with no cavalry troops and you'll still get her bonuses. What you will not get is the squad attack bonus, which is minimal because you wouldn't really be including any cavalry troops to begin with, so that would be rather silly. And yeah, I hope that answers everything. If you have more questions, just ask in chat. See you there. Thanks.